Every year, my children would forget to wish me a happy Mother's Day. This year, I bought a beach house for myself. When they showed up with a lawyer to try and steal it from me, they thought I was alone. They had no idea. I had a witness, cameras, and a deputy from the county sheriff's office on my side. My name is Alar Budrow. I am 69 years old. And this is the story of how my own children tried to erase me from my own life. It was Sunday, May 10th, Mother's Day. I woke up early as always. I brewed coffee, set the table with the embroidered tablecloth my mother gave me 40 years ago. I pulled out the good china, the pieces I only use for special occasions. I baked homemade biscuits. The smell filled the entire house. I placed fresh white daisies in the center, my favorites. I waited. My phone sat next to my coffee cup. I looked at it every 5 minutes. The screen stayed dark. No calls. No texts. Nothing. I thought, maybe they'll just show up unannounced. A surprise. That would be lovely. Simone always said she likes surprises. Marcus too. So I waited a little longer. I prepared lunch. I made the oxtail stew they loved when they were kids. The one I made on Sundays when they came home from the park with scraped knees and red cheeks. I cut the vegetables slowly, carefully, imagining their faces when they walked through the door, and caught that aroma. But the door never opened. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I picked up my phone and opened social media. I don't know why I did it. Maybe because I needed to see their faces. Maybe because a part of me still believed there was an explanation. That's when I saw it. Simone had posted a picture. She was at a high-end downtown restaurant, one of those expensive spots. She was wearing a new dress. She was smiling. Next to her was Marcus, also smiling. And other people. Friends. Wine glasses. Full plates. The caption read, "Perfect Sunday with the people who matter." Air. Mercilessly, relentlessly. I stayed awake that night, and the next, because once I opened that door in my memory, I couldn't close it again. Marcus's birthday, March, 2 months earlier. I sent him a $200 shirt, more than I could afford. He never thanked me. Then I saw Simone's photos of his huge birthday party. Balloons. Cake. Lots of people. I hadn't been invited. I didn't even know there was a party. When I asked Marcus, "Oh, it was a last-minute thing, Mama. Just informal. We didn't want to bother you with the drive." We didn't want to bother you. As if my presence was a nuisance. February, Valentine's Day. Simone posted romantic dinner photos with Darnell. I sent her a message. "Have a beautiful night." She never replied. January, New Year's. I called both of them. Left long, loving voicemails. Marcus texted the next day. "Thanks, Mama. Happy New Year." Simone? Nothing. Christmas, last December. We had agreed to spend it at my house. I bought everything. Decorated the tree. Bought gifts. 3 days before, Simone called. "Mama, change of plans. We're going to Marcus's in-laws. His mother-in-law is sick. Hope you understand. But it'll be crowded. 3-hour drive. I don't know if you want to make that trip." I spent Christmas alone. Ate one piece of turkey in front of the TV. Watched old movies. Cried a little. Told myself, next year will be different. How foolish I was. November, my 69th birthday. Simone sent a text at 10 p.m. "Happy birthday, Mama. God bless you." Plus cake emoji. Marcus? Nothing. When I called him out. "Sorry, Mama. It slipped my mind. I've had a lot of stress at work. You know how it is." You know how it is. Their universal excuse. October. Family reunion on Simone's side. I saw the photos. Darnell's entire family was there. I wasn't invited. "Oh, it was for Darnell's family, Mama. Didn't want to make you uncomfortable." September. Marcus asked to borrow $500. Why would they do that? For money. Control. Entitlement. What should I do? "Come see my friend Chloe. She can help." Chloe's office was small but tidy. She was 35, serious, professional. I told her everything. The neglect, the money, the erasure. She listened. Took notes. When I finished, I'm going to be honest. What you describe sounds like financial exploitation of the elderly. The emotional distance, the money requests, the disrespect, it can escalate. What can I do? Document everything. Install security cameras. Set up a trust. If they try anything, we'll have evidence. Do you really think it's necessary? I hope not. But it's better to be prepared. When things get ugly, they get very ugly very fast. So I did everything she said. Cameras. Lawyer. Saved every message. Every call. And I waited. Because something told me. This wasn't over. I moved in June on a Tuesday morning. The moving truck came early. I closed the door to my old house for the last time. The house where I raised my children. Full of memories, some good, most now tinged with sadness. I didn't look back. The trip was long, but peaceful. I arrived mid-afternoon. The sun was high. The sea glittered. When I stepped out in front of my new house, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. The first days were spent adjusting, unpacking, meeting neighbors, walking on the beach. I didn't tell Simone or Marcus I moved. I stopped answering their occasional calls with urgency. I stopped being available. 2 weeks. 3. A month. Neither asked where I was. Neither noticed my absence. And that confirmed everything. Then one Saturday morning, everything changed. I was watering plants on the porch when my phone rang. Simone. Mama, how have you been? We haven't talked in a while. Her voice too sweet. Too interested. Fine, I said cautiously. Marcus and I want to come visit. We miss you. How about this weekend? I was speechless. Look competent. Confident. No tears. No josetasjen. Brenda. They'll try to make you feel guilty. But you know the truth. That's your power. We got witnesses. Old neighbors, shop owners, doctors, Brenda. A week before, Marcus called. Mama, we can settle. Cancel the house. We'll withdraw the lawsuit. We'll visit more. Call more. Just give it back. No. This will be public. Do you want that? I don't care what people think anymore. You're going to lose. Then I'll see you in court. I hung up, hands shaking. But I felt power. The night before, I couldn't sleep. But at 6 a.m. I got up, showered, wore a light gray suit, simple, elegant. Chloe arrived at 7. Brenda came for support. We arrived early, sat in the front. At 8:30, they arrived, Simone, Marcus, Leonard, 2 witnesses. Simone looked at me. I looked back, no fear. The judge entered at 9 o'clock sharp. Case 2847. Simone and Marcus Budrow versus Aller Budrow. Petition for mental incapacity. Judge, petitioners first. Leonard. Your Honor, 2 concerned children fear for their mother's well-being. She spent $180,000, all her savings, on a house far from family. This impulsive decision raises concerns about her capacity. She's isolated herself. Hired lawyers. Installed cameras. Paranoid behavior. They only want her safe. We ask for a guardian. Simone tears. She raised us alone. Gave us everything. But now she's forgetful, confused. Buys a house without telling anyone. Becomes aggressive when we try to help. Judge. How often did you visit before the purchase? Simone. Not as often as we wanted, once or twice a month. Lie. Chloe knew. I knew. Chloe projected Mother's Day video. Empty table, Simone's post. People who matter. This is Mother's Day. She waited. They never came. They were at a restaurant. Showed call logs. 4 calls from Simone. 3 from Marcus. 0 visits in 12 months. Then the confrontation video. Every threat, every admission. Judges. 2WW. 2 quiet, peaceful, unbroken years. Every morning, I still wake before the sun. The first sound I hear is the ocean. The waves steady and soft, like a promise that life keeps going. I make my coffee, step onto the porch, and watch the light spread over the water. Sometimes, the world feels too beautiful for the heart I carry. One stitched together from so many small heartbreaks. But it's whole. Finally whole. I tend to my little garden now. The daisies I planted the first spring are blooming again, wild, white, unapologetic. Brenda calls them my guardians. Ruth still visits every Thursday. We talk about everything and nothing. And Captain, Mr. Percy's dog, spends more time with me than with his owner. He sits by my chair, his head on my knee, as if he understands everything I never say aloud. Life is simple, predictable, peaceful, until the letter came. It arrived on a Tuesday morning, slipped under my door. No stamp, no envelope, just a folded piece of paper. My name written in familiar, uncertain handwriting. Mama. I froze. It had been 2 years since I'd seen that word written for me. My hands trembled as I unfolded the paper. I know I don't deserve to call you that anymore. But I don't know what else to call you. Marcus is gone. Please don't throw this away. I need to see you. Simone. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. The words blurred, smudged with tears I didn't remember letting fall. Marcus. Gone. Gone how? I sat for a long time in silence. The waves crashed. The daisies swayed. And the years between us, the distance, the silence, came rushing back like a tide I couldn't hold back. By evening, Brenda was sitting beside me, her hand over mine. Are you going to answer her? She asked gently. I don't know, I said. After everything, I don't know if I can. Brenda nodded slowly. She hurt you deeply. But loss changes people. Maybe this time she's not coming for